Hey everyone, just thought I'd go live for a little bit, do a little bit of observation here. Alright, you know how you watch the YouTube videos and all this stuff, and these idiots that post these videos about uh, police officers don't have right to do this and this and this and this. Well, let me explain something to you. Okay? I'm going to be the first one to say, if you're a police officer, you cannot be afraid to approach people and talk to them. Okay? You cannot be afraid to approach people and talk to them in a civil manner. But then you have these people out there that are such idiots, white, black, everyone. They watch these videos on YouTube and they think they know the law. I saw one last night. This guy, basically, there was three parts to this video. There was a white, the guy done this video real well, and he was trying to point out there was a African American guy, black guy, a white guy, and an Asian guy. Okay? Each incident, the cops stopped him for a traffic violation. Okay? That their license plates were expired. Okay? Their tags were expired. The cop walks up, says, "Can I have your license, registration, insurance?" Right away, it comes out their mouth was, "Why did you stop me?" The cop says, "Well, because your license expired. Can I have your license, your registration, license, and insurance?" And they go, "Well, I don't have to give that to you. I'm not under arrest." That's a fallacy. That's a fallacy. That's a total fallacy. Every state has a law. You must provide your license, registration, and insurance if you stop by a police officer. Okay? Bottom line. If you're walking down the street with an AK on your back, same thing. The officer stops you, you got to give him your ID. Because first off, that officer doesn't know if you are a felon and you shouldn't be having that gun. Okay? The guy in Atlanta got stopped for possibly DUI, from what I'm reading on the internet, right? They had him out the car, he took off, he started running. Now, he got a hold of the other officer's taser. Okay? Now, the other officer was trying to subdue him, and basically, if he zaps those officers with that taser, they're rendered in, they're done. Okay? First off, my question is, it was a lousy DUI. Why run from the officers? I don't understand that. I don't understand why run from the officers. You created your own situation there. You created your own situation. You ran from the officers. You had a DUI. Take it like a man and be accountable for your actions. Anyone. Be accountable for your actions. Okay? I mean, it's tragic that he got shot. I understand that. But be accountable for your actions. Okay? You know you were drinking. You know you were fucked up. Why run? Because you didn't want to go back to jail? Well, fuck. In this time and age, I'd rather be in jail getting 3 square meals and a shower 3 times a week. I'll be honest with you. If I was someone like that. Or anyone like that. I mean, it just irks me that people don't want to take responsibility for their actions. Now, I posted something on my page about the fire at the Wendy's. Why burn down a Wendy's in people's cars when they had nothing to do with it? They had nothing to do with it. They had fucking nothing to do with it. These motherfuckers went out and burnt the Wendy's and the cars. Okay? Those are private people's businesses. Those are private people's cars. Why fucking bring them into your shithole of your minutia? Why? Just like in Minneapolis. Why burn the stores? You burn in that neighborhood. You burn the stores and the liquor stores and the Target and the Walmart and all that shit. The places that you bite in the hand that feeds you. It does not make sense to me. Does not make sense to me. What it is, people see these videos on YouTube and they think they know the law. They know the law. You know, and I don't care if you're black, white, whatever. You don't know the law. You following some village idiot that put a video out there that thinks he knows the law, and he's telling you the wrong thing to do. You don't have to give your license and registration and insurance to a police officer when you're stopped. They have to arrest you first. No, that's not true. That's not true. Not true. Not true at all. I mean, when is this shit going to stop when they're going to learn that they have a First Amendment right to protest? Yes, they do, and assemble. But they need to know what the First Amendment is, because other people have rights too. You and I and anyone else has rights. They don't have the right to infringe upon our freedoms. To go down the street driving, to go to a store, or to block an emergency vehicle like a fire truck or an ambulance or a police car. They don't have that right to do that stuff. Or to set fires on private property and cars. That doesn't come with your First Amendment right. That's a criminal act. And defunding police departments, let me explain something to you. How can I put it to you? You want to defund a police department? You got a guy driving down the street in a stolen car. He's hitting people, running people over. Who are you going to call? A tow truck? Ghostbusters? Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call? Go ahead and defund the police department. They think by defunding the police department, they're going to get money for education, for that they'll be able to buy a house, equal housing and stuff. That shit ain't going to happen. I'm going to be straight up and honest with you. I'm being straight up and honest. It ain't going to happen. The federal government is not going to give you money to buy a house. Your city government is not going to give you money to buy a house outright. Okay? Keep that in your mind. Because some people are kind of Sherlock. Think. They're not going to give you money to buy a house. My biggest bitch is, you want to protest? Protest peacefully. Don't go burning out Wendy's, McDonald's, Targets, Walmarts, neighborhood liquor stores that the guy said he's been there 37 years. People would come in, he'd give them free soda, free snacks and stuff if they didn't have the money in Minneapolis. I mean, that's bullshit. And believe me, I know what racism is. Believe me, I grew up in the lower 9th Ward in New Orleans, 3 blocks from the Florida projects. I know what it was. You know? But, like I said, you have to be accountable for your actions. You have to be accountable for your actions. What do you think's going to happen? There's no police department. Who is going to police the actions? Who is going to police the actions of people that have stupidity? Say your kid gets hit by a car. Who's going to police that action? You going to get the neighborhood people just to beat the shit out of him because he hit the kid? Tucson had a bunch of shit last night. Guy with a machete trying to get in people's houses. Other guy walking down the street with a big old sword. You think a psychologist is going to help that person? Fuck no, I don't think so. I don't think so, no. So when is this shit going to stop? When is this shit going to stop of people thinking that their First Amendment right gives them the right to burn down a Wendy's, burn down a McDonald's, burn down a Target, burn down any stores or any cars or any police cars or anything like that? Throw bottles and rocks at firefighters fighting a fire. When is this shit going to stop? When are these fuckers going to think that they're not allowed to do this? George Floyd was a prime example of a cop that didn't have one bit of compassion or caring for anyone else but himself. He kept that knee and he kept digging it into his neck. Okay? Now, it's good that the girl videotaped it, but she didn't realize what she did after that. She wanted her 10 minutes of fame. Okay? I'm going to say this and I'm going to say this again. You want your 10 minutes of fame doing a video? You could pay the price for it. Okay? Then she went on the TV and she said, I'm so-and-so, I videotaped it. Now she's afraid because people in the community that she videotaped it from is all pissed off at her because she videotaped it. White, black, everyone. They're pissed off because she videotaped it and she set off a riot. Okay? You gotta realize what your actions, the consequences for your actions. I'm saying it, and I'm gonna say it, and you don't have to agree with it. It's my opinion. It's my fucking opinion. I'm gonna say it. You have to be responsible for your consequences for your actions. You want to videotape something? You don't go on the TV and say, "Oh, by the way, I videotaped that killing, and I want my 10 minutes of fame." Now she's afraid. She's 18 years old. She's afraid for her life. She was on the news the other night. She's afraid for her life because people are threatening her. Well, think before you do shit. You don't have to go on the TV and say, I'm the one that took the video. You understand me? You don't have to do your 10 minutes of fame. But I guess my biggest bitch is, why do you go out and start burning shit? Why? It just makes it harder on everyone else. It makes it harder on everyone else. You don't burn a Wendy's, you don't burn a McDonald's, you don't burn a Taco Bell, you don't burn a Kentucky Fried Chicken, you don't burn a Popeyes or Church's Fried Chicken. You just don't do that shit. or a liquor store, or a Target, or a Walmart, or a fire station, or a police station. You just don't burn shit. What is that accomplishing? It's not going to push your cause any further. It's going to get people pissed off. It's going to get people pissed off. That's what it's going to do. Because now you're putting people that everyone else, that you're putting them in a pissed off mood because that's their Wendy's they would go to get a meal from. That was their Target they would go get stuff from. That was their Walmart they could get stuff from. Understand this. You are infringing on other people's lives. On other people's lives. That's what you're doing. You're infringing on other people's lives. When will this stop? Your First Amendment right does not give you the right to go out and burn shit. Plain and simple. Does not give you the right to do that. I mean, they took down all these Robert E. Lee and all these statues. I'm going to say this again. That is part of American history. That's the bad part of American history. Why take them down? It's there to remind you of how fucked up this country was back then. I'm still trying to figure out what Christopher Columbus did that fucking pissed him off. That they took the statue and threw it in a lake. I'm trying to figure that one out. What did Christopher Columbus do? I mean, he didn't even discover America right off the bat. He didn't. Just like renaming all the bases. I think it's a well-mannered, how can I put it to you? It's a good idea. But you honestly think you could change the name of Fort Bragg, Fort Hood, stuff like that? This whole shit wouldn't have gotten this bad if our dumb fuck president would have just gone on there and said something after George Floyd had died and calmed the nation. He's too stupid. He's too much of a racist idiot that he couldn't even make a comment. He hasn't even talked to the Floyd family. Well, like I said, here, let me recap everything. You have to be accountable for your own actions. You get stopped for a DUI, running from the cop it's not going to solve the issue. Sit there and take it like a man, and that's it. Don't run from the cop. Don't fight the cops. Don't take the cop's taser, because it's going to end up, no matter what. It's human nature. You're going to end up on the losing end of the stick. Black, white, whoever. You're going to wind up on the losing end of the stick. And then burning properties, cars, businesses. What the fuck gives you the right to do that? When will this stop? When will this stop? That's all I got to say. You don't have the right to burn shit. You don't have the right to, if you stop by a cop for something and you have a warrant, take it like a man. Go back to jail and get it done. Don't run and bring getting other people's lives. So he ran through the drive-thru at Wendy's. Now, because he ran through the drive-thru at Wendy's and he got shot at the Wendy's, they're in their mind, people think, white, black, Asian, whoever, think, let's burn the Wendy's down because he got shot there. Fuck no. Fuck no, and the horse you rode in on. Your First Amendment right comes with rules. You don't infringe on other people's lives. This is my opinion, Joe Rocha. If you have a comment, leave it. You want to start a conversation? Let's start it. Let's do it. It's my opinion. Okay? Everyone have a good day. Take care.